The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
Hello, Cougar fans, and welcome to live coverage of Averett University men's lacrosse here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Drew Wilson. We got a great one for you today as the Cougars welcome Methodist University to Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium here in Danville, Virginia, for today's USA South Conference matchup between the Cougars and Monarchs. Averett is on a 3-game skid after picking up their first win in program history. Meanwhile, the Monarchs come into today's game having lost 2 of their last 3 games, both losses coming to USA South Conference opponents. We're going to pause while the teams do the national anthems, and we'll come back with the starting lineups here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back as we prepare for today's game between the Monarchs and the Cougars. Today's starting lineups, first for the visiting Monarchs. A freshman from Apex, North Carolina, number 4, Hunter Vaughn, in the lineup today, along with a junior attacker out of Spring Grove, Pennsylvania, number 6, Bryce Kephart. A.J. Mejia, senior out of Washington, D.C., also starting today, along with freshman Andrew Hahn. Number 21, Marco Romero. Number 25, Jackson Bingham. Number 28, Cade Cruz. Number 31, Jack Bryan. And number 93, Park Kistner. And goal today for the Monarchs is number 18, Liam Van Hoeing. Head coach for Methodist in his 6th season is Zach Nedbalski. For the Cougars in the field today, a sophomore out of Hickory, North Carolina, Jordan Wigington, wearing number 0. You have number 4, Miska Granlund, a sophomore defender out of Finland. Raphael Walker wearing number 5, a sophomore out of Centerville, Virginia. Sam Garrett wearing number 6. He's a freshman out of Poolesville, Maryland. Wearing number 12, Lucas Jane, a freshman out of Davidson, North Carolina. Number 17, Mason Foy, a freshman out of Central Square, New York. Number 18 is Ballard Early, a freshman attacker out of Wake Forest, North Carolina. And number 33, Michael Crevalis, a freshman out of Magnolia, Delaware. And, of course, in goal today for the Cougars will be the sophomore out of Stafford, Virginia, Jacob Shriver. Averett head coach is Anthony Mackin. He's assisted by David Fernandez and Kyle Sopko. Today, a special day here at Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. It's the Team Molly game for the Averett women's and men's lacrosse programs. Women played earlier in the day, defeated Salem 26-4. As we get ready for the men, Will Merritt getting the start in the face-off here. He will go against Nick Lemieux. But a special day, it's the Team Molly game. I'll get into that in a moment. As play is underway here at Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. Methodist picks up possession. Good defense by the Cougars, though. They are all over Andrew Majewski. Pass ahead. Methodist in their green uniforms with gold trim and numbers. Averett in their white tops with blue shorts. Methodist moving from left to right on your screen. Mejia up top, passes it off to Vaughn. Vaughn works it behind the net to Kephart. Kephart works it around as the Monarchs look for an opening here. Pass to Kephart. Couldn't be controlled, however. Methodist keeps possession. And a shot goes wide. Monarchs keep possession as Hunter Vaughn works it around. Mejia pass far side. Shot well high by Cade Cruz. Today is the Team Molly game for Averett. And talk a little bit about that. Molly was a women's lacrosse player at Buffalo State, where she was a team captain for 2 years and graduated in 2011 as that shot misses high from Kephart. After graduating in 2011, later that year in October, Molly was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, a rare and fast-growing cancer. After multiple treatments and surgeries, Molly lost her battle with cancer in March of 2013. And today we honor her as we try to raise money in her name for cancer research. If you're wondering the connection with Molly and Averett, her head coach at Buffalo State is our athletic director, Meg Stevens. That shot by Vaughn off the stick, I believe, of Shriver, and goes out. So Molly played for Meg Stevens, our director of athletics, and so this is something that's near and dear to her heart, and our women's lacrosse program honors her. And our first goal of the day, scored by Cade Cruz from the wing. And that'll make it 1-0. Here in favor of the Monarchs. Merritt doing face-off duties again here for Averett. Battle for possession. Sam Garrett, the freshman, picks it up, slips, goes out of his stick, and will go to Methodist. Monarchs come into today's game with a 6-5 record. They are 1-2 in USA South play. Averett 1-8 on the year and 0-3 in conference action. Mejia with it up top, passes it off. Shot by Vaughn, saved by Jacob Shriver. Shriver, a couple good saves already today. Here with 12:04 to play in the first quarter. Jonas Matala has the ball up top. As a couple substitutions made by the Cougars. He'll pass it off to Mike Mashad. Mashad, freshman, works his way toward the middle. Has a lane. Shot fired wide. Still Averett possession. Ballard early has it. He'll pass it out to Lucas Jane. Now Jane finds Parker Corbett. Corbett looking for a lane here. Mason Foy posted in front of the goal along with Early. Foy's been on a tear. I believe he's now scored in 5 consecutive games for the Cougars. Leads the team in goals scored. Pass looking for Matzula, a little wide, but Mashad backs up the play and corrals it here with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Countdown is on, under 5. Shot by Matzela, saved. And it will stay with Averett. Good hustle by Early. Lucas Jane has it. Matzela now up top, getting some pressure, but dumps it off to Corbett. Corbett, near side. Looking for a window. Monarchs packing it in on defense. Not giving away the middle now. Double team on Early. He will get it to Foy. Foy can't handle the pass. And taken away by the Monarchs. Kistner passes it back to his goalkeeper, Von Hohen. And now the Monarchs moving downfield. Looking for a quick score. They'll dump it off. Looking for Bingham, but errant pass, and Wigington comes away with it. Pass back across to midfield, looking for Garrett. Now Garrett dumps it off to Raphael Walker. Or excuse me, Marquise Fleming. And Fleming pull it back out. He lays it down for, I believe that's Mashad. And will be a turnover.
That wasn't a timeout, it was a...
So 9 minutes left here. Ball gets away from Granlund. However, Shriver right there to pick it up. Good heads-up play. And Walker pushed out of bounds. Kistner has it. Passes it across the field. Looking for Romero. Romero brings it up, dumps it off to the newly inserted teammate. Let's see who that is. I believe that's Bingham. Monarchs work it around. Mejia looking for a shot. Nothing there, though. Dumps it back to Cruz. Cruz, of course, had the lone goal so far today. And that shot deflected. Cruz, that was his 20th goal of the season. Ranks second on the Monarchs team. Shot there by Cruz, misses wide. Here with a little over 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. Mejia to Cruz. Cruz back to Mejia. Working around to Vaughn, now behind the net. Shot, save. As Billy Delarm tried to work that one past Shriver. However, he was right there for it. We got a penalty coming up on Methodist. Raphael Walker has it. He'll dump it off to Mashad. Matzela looks inside to Foy. Foy bumped. Loses possession. Picked up by the goalkeeper, Van Hoen, but penalty coming here.
Methodist 16/1 minute.
And a slash will be called on Andrew Hahn. That'll be a 1 minute penalty here. The Cougars will be man up. Corbett has it up top. He'll pass it back to Mashad. Mashad Back to Corbett. Corbett over to Jane. Now back to Michaud. Swings it back over. Trying to get it to Ballard early. Can't handle it, but Matzela with it. Gets it to Foy. Foy fires it in and scores. Mason Foy with a goal to tie it up here 1-1 with 6:36 to play in the first quarter. Foy, his 10th goal of the season. And Foy moving his way up the all-time scoring. Obviously, the Cougars only in their second year as a program, but the program record is 15 in a season, and Foy closing in. Only 3 more games to go after this one, so it might be tough for Mason to get there once he gets a couple multi-goal opportunities, but freshman has come on strong, scored in 6 straight games. Methodist wins the face-off. Shot high. Looks like it was deflected. Maybe Crevelis got a piece of that one off the shot by Kephart. Still possession with the Monarchs. That one, the pass over the top of the net, deflected away by the Cougars. However, Methodist gets it right back. Bingham with a shot, goes wide. Still a possession here for the Monarchs. He up top, passes it. Cruz fires it in off the bounce. And Cruz has his second goal of the day, 21st of the year. Off the pass from Mejia. If Mejia was the one, in fact, that did that, that is his 4th assist of the season. So Methodist inches back in front, 2-1 here. And the Cougars win the face-off. Will Merritt does a good job. Flipped it back to Sam Garrett. Now Averett trying to get a look here. Pass ahead. Knocked away, but the Cougars come away with it. Wesley Parker into the game for Averett. Should be Wesley Turner in the game for Averett. Parker Corbett looking inside. Turner had a shot, had a lane, but pass was a little wide. Lucas Jane there to back up the play. Possession stays with the Cougars. Here, 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Still plenty of time for the Cougars to set something up here. Matzela dodges. And the pass to Early goes wide. And it will be a turnover for Averett. Methodist working it around. Good save there by Shriver as Kephart tried to fire it in at point-blank range. Good catch by Turner there on the outlet pass. Now he'll go the other way, double teamed over in the corner. And timeout taken by Averett. Here with 3:33 to play in the first quarter, Methodist holds a 2-1 lead here over the Cougars. We'll take a break with them. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back here. 3:33 to play in the first quarter. Averett trails Methodist 2-1. Averett coming out of the timeout, looking to tie it up. Cougars have possession here. Mashad up top. Bounce pass over to Jane. Gets it into Matula. Matula loses his balance there. 42 seconds left on the clock, so plenty of time here for the Cougars. Jane being defended well by Kistner. Hurley has it behind the net. Dumps it off to Matula. Matula gets it back. Tries to get in front, fires off a shot, but bounces it high. And it'll stay with Averett. 9 seconds left. And the Monarchs able to take it away. Now Methodist with a good opportunity here, but Averett has some numbers back. Mejia will hold it up top. Pass out to Cruz, now back to Mejia. Mejia thought about a shot, dumps it back off to Vaughn. Vaughn gets it behind the net to Kephart. Kephart works it back around. And Monarchs trying to get it into Kephart. Right on the side of the goal, but no luck. Fleming works his way up the field. Gets past a couple of defenders, has an opportunity. Fires it, but saved by Von Hoeing. Good defense there. However, a penalty coming up for Averett. Under a minute left here in the quarter. Methodist setting up something here. Kephart works it around to Vaughn. Vaughn fires it in. Top shelf for the third goal of the game for Methodist. 3-1 the score. Kephart with the assist on the play. It'll be Kephart's second assist of the day.
12, 1 minute.
Excuse me, first assist of the day.
Flash, 1 minute.
And we do have a slashing penalty on Jane for 1 minute. Cougars. St. Mary back out for the faceoff. 37.5 seconds to play here in the quarter. Methodist wins the faceoff. That's Vaughn with it. Passes it ahead. Kephart with it on the side. Now the Monarchs will be content to set up for maybe one last shot here with 13 seconds to play in the first quarter. Methodist with a 3-1 lead. And actually no shot here for Methodist. They run out the clock. And 3-1 the score here after one quarter of play at Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. We'll be back with the second quarter after these messages from our Team Averett corporate partners. And welcome back. Start of the second quarter here at Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. Methodist with a 3-1 lead here on Averett early on. Monarchs now moving from right to left on your screen in the all-green uniforms with gold trim. Averett in the white tops. Mejia fires one from up top. Good save by Shriver. Shriver, kind of an underrated goalkeeper for the Cougars. Obviously only one win on the season, but considering a young program and only in second year, he's done a pretty solid job. Averett now looking to get back within a goal.
For 12, it counted. It just ran over into this quarter. Thank
Turner sends it behind the net to Early. Early looks in front. They were looking for Matzela, deflected away, and now Kistner has it. Methodist will quickly try to work it downfield. Pass from Majewski out to Mejia. Mejia works it up to Cruz, who has scored twice today. Nearly gets it in that time, but a little wide. Cruz works it back up top to Mejia. Mejia. Cruz eventually gets it, but ball deflected away and will stay with Methodist.
Be a push, green ball.
No penalty, but there was a push on the play, so that's why Methodist retains possession. Bryan passes it off. Mejia trying to cut to his right, now back to his left. Dumps it off to Bryan. Bryan unable to handle the pass. Horde of Cougars down there trying to battle for possession. Still no clean possession there. And Miska Granlund with a little soccer kick to himself. Gets it ahead. And it'll be a turnover for the Cougars. Mejia has it. Methodist looking for a window. Bingham fires it right at Shriver. And he collects it for another save. Fleming working his way up the middle, cuts through past a few defenders, works his way to his right. He'll dump it off for, I believe that's Mashad. It is. He'll wait for line change as Turner has it. Here with 11:30 to play in the second quarter. Monarchs with a 3-1 lead here over Averett. And the pass unable to be collected by the Cougars. So far, Cade Cruz with 2 goals, Hunter Vaughn with 1 goal, Mason Foy the lone goal for Averett. As I said, a 3-1 score. Pass ahead to D'Angelo Tappan, who's into the game for the first time today. Now Mejia has it. Back to Kephart. Kephart. Cruz. Mejia wings it in there low for a goal. And he's got his first goal of the day. Mejia leads the team with 24 goals, including that last one there. 4-1 Methodist here. Monarchs come away with the face-off win. Vaughn thought about a shot, pulls it back out. He'll get it back. Dumps it off to Cruz. Now back to Vaughn. Shot, save by Shriver. Methodist nearly knocked it away from Shriver, but Cougars corral it. Good spin move there by Sam Garrett. Now Averett will work it over to Parker Corbett. Corbett sends it over looking for, I believe, Mason Foy, but deflected away, and Methodist gains possession. Key for this game for the Cougars is to keep this a low-scoring game if possible. Averett not a team that puts up a lot of goals, only 7 goals, the most they've scored in a single game. That was in the win over Franciscan University back on March 15th. Now Methodist has some numbers, but they pull it back out. Work it back behind the net to Kephart. Kephart looking for somebody to cut and make a move. No openings yet, though. Falling back to Mejia. Mejia over to Bryan. Jack Bryan scoping out things. He'll pass it off to Bingham. Now Mejia with it up top. Looking for a window. Spins back out of it. Shot by, actually that was a pass looking for Kephart, who was standing beside the goal. And Averett comes away with it. Pass ahead to Garrett. Garrett, a solid player here, solid freshman among this talented freshman class for the Cougars. Just a very young program, only in its second year, as I mentioned. That ball knocked away by Jane, knocked away from Jane. And turnover here for the Cougars. Averett team, if you look at the wins and losses, can't see the growth that they've had as the season's gone along. But all but 2 of their games have been at home this year, so we've gotten the pleasure of seeing them play, and they have continued to get better, get more confidence, and you can definitely tell this program is going in the right direction under head coach Anthony Mackin. Just need to continue to add some more talented freshman classes the next couple years. They should be right in the mix. Pass by Vaughn over to Cruz. Corrals a tough pass. Cruz has it. He'll wing it in there and fires it home top shelf for another goal, his third of the day. Make it 5-1 in favor of Methodist. So 5-1 Methodist here. Will Merritt facing off with Nick Lemieux. Still up for grabs. And Raphael Walker almost had it. Still, Fleming comes away with it. Now he has it knocked away. Miska Granlund trying to corral it. And finally, Darius Harrison comes away with it. Harrison into the lineup. I think first time I've noticed him on the field today. He will get it to Fleming, or excuse me, Walker. Walker passes it to Turner. Turner fires it in, but a good save by Von Hoeing. Now the Monarchs will set it up. Couple player subs here. Vaughn, good move. Good save there by Schreiber. It's kicked away, and the Cougars able to pick it up and get the ground ball. Now Matula weaving through traffic, dumps it off. Early has it behind the net. He'll get it to Jane. Now back over to Mashad. Turner has it. Now back to Mashad, back to Turner. Averett trying to get some motion here. Turner battling hard, fires it. And it was saved and kicked away, but will be Methodist possession here. 4:35 to play in the second quarter. Today, the next to last home game for the Cougars, as timeout is called by Methodist. Averett hits the road next Sunday for a game against William Peace, and back home against Brevard for Senior Day on April 13th. And the Cougars finish the season at Greensboro College on April 20th. Cougars will celebrate Senior Day, as I mentioned, on April 13th when they host Brevard. And Jonas Matula will be the one honored. Although technically, athletically, he's only a sophomore lacrosse-wise. He does finish up and will graduate in next December. So this will be his final season scheduled to play men's lacrosse. So we will be honoring him prior to that game here on the 13th. We're going to take the timeout with him. We'll be back with the rest of the second quarter action.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. 4:20 remaining. Methodist up 5-1 here. Monarchs have possession following the timeout. Cruz passes it ahead to Brian. Brian up top. Wind gusting here, as we've seen most of the afternoon. But a great day for lacrosse. Temperatures in the 70s. Can't ask for a better day. Sun is out. Although a little bit behind some clouds at the moment. Mejia up top, spin move. Goes back to his right. Now to his left, fires it home, bounces it in for another goal by A.J. Mejia, the senior, out of Washington, D.C. His second goal of the day. Has 2 goals and 1 assist. So 6-1 your score. Cougars win the face-off. That's Walker with it. Cougars have some numbers for Methodist quickly. Got back on defense now. The Cougars give it to Matula. Matula fires from far out and scores from about 12 yards out. And Matula closes the gap to 4, makes it 6-2 here. Matula on the year, that's his 5th goal, 2nd on the squad, and goals scored. He was the top goal scorer returning this season. And Merritt once again wins the faceoff. Merritt, member of the Averett wrestling team, also ran cross country this year, so a 3-sport athlete here. Mashad gets called for the push-off. Methodist has possession. Mejia dumps it off to Cruz. Vaughn works it behind the net. As Kephart gets it back to Cruz. Now back up top to Bryan. Now over to Vaughn. They had Bingham cutting across the top. Now shot by Cruz. Blocked by Shriver. And Averett gets it as Walker gets the ground ball. Walker dodges the defense by Andrew Majewski. Ball knocked away from Walker. Picked up by Mejia. Mejia has it knocked away. Now Matsula has it. He has it knocked away, and now Mejia comes away with it. He has it knocked away, but gets it right back. And he's leveled by Matsula. 1 minute remaining here in the second quarter. Jane has it. Jane fires it. Tried to bounce it in, and Van Hoyen had just got a stick on it. Cougars keep possession early, has it. 48 seconds to play here in the first half. Cougars looking to score. Mashad fires it home. Wide. 40.2 seconds remaining now. Early has it, gets it back out to Jane. Cougars looking to set up for one last probably attack. Mashad. Andrew Leeper out there now for the Cougars. And Averett turns it over. 10 seconds remaining. Kistner gets it ahead. Majewski. Pass. Shot saved by Shriver, but scored at the last second by Jackson Bingham off the rebound. Off the shot from Kephart. With no time left. So Methodist sneaks in a goal here in the final second. And the Monarchs take a 7-2 lead into halftime. And welcome back. Halftime here. Methodist leads 7-2 over Averett. Cade Cruz leads the way for the Monarchs with 3 goals. Mejia has 2 goals. Mason Foy, Jonas Matala each have a goal for the Cougars. And pretty tight matchup here, despite the 5-goal lead by the Monarchs. Well, while we're at halftime, we're going to feature one of our Cougar Corners. Every Thursday on AverettCougars.com, we feature 2 student athletes, and a feature we started this school year that allows one upperclassman to interview a teammate, usually a underclassman, and makes for some good laughs. So we'll bring you this week's latest episode featuring a pair of men's tennis student athletes. Enjoy. We'll be back after that.
Hello, my name is Simon Levinson and I'm here for this week's Cougar Corner with Patrick Shields. Have you ever had a nickname and how do you get it?
Yeah, when I was younger they used to call me Buds because when I was a little baby I was chubby like a Buddha.
That's a good one. I can see the similarities now. Who has the hardest, me or you?
I think for this one I've probably got it.
I guess I have to agree on that one. If you were stranded on an island, who from the coaching side would you like to bring with you to the island?
On the coach's side I'd probably have to go with Carlos because he seems to know what he's doing and he's pretty methodical with everything he does. He doesn't really make too many mistakes. Yeah, definitely Carlos.
What would be the absolute worst name you would give to your child?
Probably Simon.
He will be proud at least.
Yeah.
What is the biggest thing you have had to adjust to since you entered the United States?
Definitely the culture. You guys have different words for things and different handshakes and yeah, just the all-round sort of atmosphere of it all. It's a bit of an adjustment, but yeah, I'm getting used to it. I'm probably still not there yet.
Can you do an impersonation of Coach Poole for the camera?
Yeah, Coach Poole that's tough. Real tough, Shields. Well done.
That's all for this weeks of Cougar Corner. See you next time. Nice to have you here, Shields.
Thank you.
And welcome back as we are ready to get underway here in the second half. Third quarter getting ready to start. Methodist with a 7-2 advantage over Averett. As Will Merritt and Nick Lemieux getting ready to face off here, as they have done most of the afternoon. And the Cougars scoop it up. Sam Garrett with a little shuffle pass over to Ballard early. Averett looking for the second half rally here. Matula gets it back up top to Corbett. And Parker Corbett will survey everything. Looks to make a run. Goes to his left. Passes it behind the net too early. Now back out to Corbett. Corbett. Freshman. Spin move back across. He's going to be knocked down, and we got a penalty coming. And a little extra shoving around. We'll see what the penalty is here coming up. And the penalty will be on Park Kistner. And he gets a slashing for 1 minute. Averett with possession. Corbett has it near side. Pass back out to Jane. Jane works it over to Matula. Mount back to Jane up top. Plenty of time left on the shot clock. Matula goes in, fires it, saved, and picked up by Majewski. Majewski has it knocked away, though. Battle for possession. And will stay with Averett. Shot by Early, saved. Trickles away, and Majewski has it. Cougars, though, nearly got it back. Methodist finally comes away, though, with possession as Riley Griffin gets it ahead. Now Mahee has it up top. He'll get it over to Vaughn. Vaughn works it back around to Bingham. Bingham, who scored in the final second of the half. He finds himself back in top, right in front of the goal as Methodist looks for an opening. Pass inside, looking for, I believe, Mejia. Deflected away. Scrum for the possession. And will be, I believe, it's 2 penalty flags out. 11:51 to play here in the third quarter. We'll find out who is getting called for what. Referee's talking it over. Still no signal.
All right, let me know what you got.
So we got number 4, Hunter Vaughn, with a 30-second penalty for a push. And number 25, Jackson Bingham, gets a 1-minute penalty for tripping, I believe is the call. So, good opportunity here for Averett. Up 2 men. Matzola dumps it into Foy. Foy bounced around, trying to get it back, and scooped up by Von Hoeing. Shriver passes it ahead to Mashad. Mashad working his way upfield. Defended by Majewski. Cuts back. Passes it over to Parker Corbett. Corbett flips it over to Matala. Matala gets it to Jane. Gets it over there. Shot by Ballard early. Kind of a low line drive. Bad angle, skipped right across the mouth of the goal. Averett keeps possession though. Mashad has it. Penalties done with, so back to even strength here. Mashad's pass intercepted by Andrew Hahn. And they're going to call a violation here on Methodist. So Cougars maintain possession. They get a new shot clock as well. Approaching 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Walker goes to his right, loses possession. Tries to scoop it up. Taken away by Methodist. They'll get it back to their keeper. He'll send it upfield. Looking for Romero. He has it knocked away by Wigington. Averett looking for an opportunity here. Walker has it. Passes over to Matala. Matala cutting back to his left. Fires it in and shot, goal scored by Jonas Matala. His second of the day. And that makes it 7-3. Averett back within 4 of Methodist here, with 9:10 to play in the third quarter. Matala now up to 6 goals on the season. So Averett not going away. They're fighting back. And will be Methodist ball. Averett looking to get a stop here. Monarchs working it around. Bryan gets it up top. Now back over to Cruz. Kephart with a shot wide. Collected by Vaughn. Bryan back to Vaughn. Now trying to do a skip pass over. Ball deflected away. Wigington can't corral it. Finally comes away with it. He'll pass it over to Shriver. Now the pass up to Fleming. Fleming trying to dodge. Defender has it knocked away. Gets it back. He gets away for the time being. Passes it over to Jane. That ball deflected away. Now Methodist comes with it. Majewski has it. Approaching 7:30 left here in the quarter. Been a pretty tight game. Cruz passes it up top. Now back to Cruz. Cruz has a couple goals on the day. Mejia tries to fire one in. Ricochets around in traffic. Mazzola comes away with it. Has it knocked away, though. Mejia picks it back up. Thought he might try to attack there, but we'll set things up. Good move. And a score by Jack Bryan. Bryan kind of with a swim move there and eluded his defender, and the sophomore from Carrollton, Georgia, able to put it home for his first goal of the day. So Methodist answers Averett here. If you're the Cougars, you can't afford to trade goals for too long. As a hold call gives Averett possession here off the faceoff. But down by 5 now. Averett needs to score. If they can get a goal or two here in the rest of the quarter, it'd put them in a good position to make a run in the fourth quarter if they can keep the Monarchs off the scoreboard. Turner moving to his right, cuts. Nothing there, though. Pull it back out. Mason Foy being guarded heavily. Shot by Raphael Walker into the side of the net. Might have been saved. Either way, Monarchs come away with it. Marco Romero, 6'2" defender from Cary, North Carolina, has been doing a great job marking Foy. Foy does have one goal today, though. Pass ahead. Looking for Jane. Jane now gives it off to Early. Early circling around. The Cougars could maybe figure out a way to get Foy an opening. He's been pretty successful. Shot by Mazzola. Misses wide. 5:07 to play here in the third quarter. Walker has it. Gets past the defender. Gets past another defender. Shot. Save by Von Hoeing. Cougars have had some really good looks in this game. Just have not been able to get it past by Von Hoeing. a senior goalkeeper out of Potomac Falls, Virginia. He's having a solid day in net. 4.5 minutes to go here. Shot misses wide as Vaughn tries to bounce that one past Shriver. That shot misses. It's wide from Cruz. Marquise Fleming comes away with it, gets it ahead, looking for Matzel, overshoots him, and Methodist comes away with it. Andrew Hahn pushes it ahead. And timeout Averett is the call here with 3:35 to play in the third quarter. Cougars trail 8-3. We'll be back.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. We're out of the timeout. Still Methodist possession here. Shot clock was reset since Averett called timeout on defense. Methodist up by 5 here, looking to add to their lead. Cougars trying to maintain the same margin so they can have a chance at a comeback. Vaughn works it behind to Kephart. Kephart circling around, tries to fire it over the top of Shriver. No luck there. Shot goes wide by Bryan. Pass, looking for Vaughn, gets by him. Mejia errant on the throw. And the Cougars get called for foul. So Methodist gets it back here with 2:15 to play in the quarter. Averett fighting, though, getting it right back, trying to at least. As Walker ball pops up out of the pile. And Walker did his best to corral it, but Mejia comes away with it. They'll get it back to Cruz. Cruz up to Vaughn. Vaughn looked to wing it in, fired it, blocked by Crevelis. Shot by Cruz, saved. What a play by Shriver. Nearly got away from him, and he's able to scoop it back up in midair before it went into the net. Matzela spin move at midfield. Passes it to Turner, who was cutting on the wing, but had to circle back around to collect the ball. Turner making his run around the net. Gets it out to Jane. Jane swings it over to Mashad. Mashad. Swim move. Past the defender, but has it knocked away. And we're under 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. Methodist comes away with possession. Kistner has it. Passes it up to Mejia. Mejia up ahead. Looking for Cruz. He'll pass it up to Majewski. Then up to Vaughn. Vaughn 1-on-1 with Shriver, and he wins. Make it 9-3 Methodist on the goal by Hunter Vaughn, a freshman out of Apex, North Carolina. So lead extended up to 6 goals here by Methodist. I believe that's their biggest lead of the day in terms of goal differential. Majewski wins the battle for the faceoff, but his pass goes wide. He was looking for his teammate Kephart. And Von Hoeing well out of the goal, and he pays as Foy passes it off to Ballard Early, who scores for the Cougars here with 14 seconds remaining. Ballard Early makes it 9-4. Early's third goal of the season, and the assist by Mason Foy, his first career assist. So Averett back within 5 here. Really tight game. That second quarter has kind of proven to be the difference here. 10.8 seconds to go. Methodist maybe one last shot here. And that pass goes wide. Averett will have 3.5 seconds left to try to get it downfield. And time will run out here. At the end of the third quarter, Methodist ahead 9-4 on Averett. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back. We're ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Methodist 9, Averett 4. Can the Cougars erase a 5-goal deficit here in the final 15 minutes of play and keep the Monarchs off the scoreboard? We shall see. Will Merritt doing the face-off duty still for the Cougars, and they come away with the face-off win. Sam Garrett able to corral it. And now Jonas Matula with it. He'll pass it off to Raphael Walker. Cougars patiently looking to set up something here. Walker makes a run. Nothing there. Loses the ball. Picks it, ground ball back up. Being defended by Kistner. Foy circling around up top. They could get it to him. Matula, he's had a couple good opportunities today. Fires it, misses a little wide. Stays with the Cougars, though. And actually, it'll be Methodist possession. Passed ahead to Mejia. Mejia gets it over to Kephart. Kephart behind. Over to Bingham. Bingham works it around. Now Vaughn has it. Now back up top to Mejia, where he's been stationed for most of the day. Cruz back to Vaughn. Vaughn behind the net to Kephart. Cruz thought about it, decides otherwise. Shot at point-blank range by Bingham, and a great save by Shriver. He'll try to get it out. Great overhand catch, over-the-shoulder catch by Sam Garrett. That looked like a perfect quarterback thrown to a wide receiver. Caught him in full stride. Early has it. He'll pass it off to Corbett. Corbett set up top. Here, Cougars down by 5. Need to get something going here soon. Pass looking for Tyler Moody, who's in the game. Moody, a freshman. First time I've seen him in today. But the Cougars turn it over on the errant pass. Now Methodist on the attack. They'll pass it off to Cruz. Cruz back to Mejia. Mejia has it knocked away briefly. Averett playing good defense. Jack Bryan corrals it. Down to 30 seconds on the shot clock. Now Kephart has it behind the net. Looking for Cutter. He's got Bingham kind of roaming the territory in front of the net along with Bryan. Spin move there by Cruz. Nearly lost it. Flips it over to Kephart. Kephart tries to get it past the Cougars' defense, but Crevalis there to knock it down, and Shriver picks it up. And will be Averett possession. Methodist comes away with it, though. They'll get it to Kephart, but pass over his head. Kephart only listed at 5'8". Needed to be about 6'3" to catch that one. Tyler Moody nearly able to come away with that one as Methodist. Good defense, but Averett even better defense to come away with that turnover. Matula using some of those football skills. He's also a member of the Averett football team. .45 left here in the fourth quarter. Cougars trail 9-4. The time is now for Averett. Kind of trying to chip away at this lead. Parker Corbett tries to fire one home and does. Parker Corbett scores. And Averett is within 4 here with 9:29 to play. Corbett, his 4th goal of the season. So Averett making a run within 4, certainly within striking distance, but again, time is their worst enemy. It's only the 4th time in program history Averett has scored 5 or more goals. Not a very high-scoring team early on in the program's existence. But they have come on strong here these last couple weeks. They have scored at least 6 goals coming into today in 3 of their last 4 games. Up to 5 today. Moody is tripped up. But it will be a penalty against him. So Methodist with possession. They'll get it to Kephart. Kephart. Pass from Delarme. Approaching 8 minutes to play. Shot fired by Vaughn, misses wide. Methodist keeps it though, with 8:03 left. Cruz passes it up top to Brian. Brian back to Cruz. Now he'll get it to Mejia. Mejia on the wing. Gets it to Cruz. Cruz fires it in and scores on the bouncer. And make it 10-5 Methodist here with 7:48 to play. So Mejia gets the assist on that one, his 2nd assist of the day. Cruz, I believe that's his 3rd goal on the afternoon. Face-off won by the Monarchs as Lemieux comes away with it. Methodist working it around, being very patient with the 5-goal lead. They can run some time off if they so choose. He gets it back, and they'll fire it over to Vaughn.
Grab the flag and turn off the scoreboard when you come up. Thank you. You said the flag's on the what?
Cruz fires it. Good stick save there by Shriver. Pass to Kephart.
Grab the flag and turn off the scoreboard.
He's knocked off the ball. And a great save there by Shriver, who able to get back as Bingham had a point-blank open net, as so it seemed. Corvallis will come away with it on the errant pass here with 6:15 to play. Turnover here. That'll stay with Methodist. Vaughn gets it behind the net. Now back to Vaughn. Can't handle the pass. Scoops it back up, though. Cruz back out to Mejia. Now back to Vaughn. Nearing 5 minutes to go here. Pass to Vaughn. Flings it over top of the net. Cruz thought about it, now gets to Mejia. Mejia puts it in. And a shot by Brian high. Methodist maintains possession here. Keeps it, plays keep away from the Cougars, who trail by 5. And that one might have been it, as Cade Cruz scores another one here with 4:43 to play. So 4:43 to play. Monarchs back up to a 6-goal lead. Monarchs with possession after the face-off win. Work it around. Kephart has it. Nick Lemieux. Work his way off the field. Now Brian gets it to Mejia. Mejia fires it from about 15 yards away. Good save by Shriver. And that shot by Cruz sails high as well. That's 2 balls we've seen sail into the woods here. About the same spot. Shot by Kephart. Might have hit off the post. I heard something clink down there. Averett corrals it. It's Marquise Fleming. Fleming pass ahead, but nobody home. He airmails it. And make it Monarchs possession here with 3:24 to go. Averett not giving up, though. They'll pass it ahead to Jane. Now back to Walker here with 2:51 to play. Walker makes his move, good spin move, but loses his footing, and I believe we're going to have a foul called. It was a push on the foul. Approaching 2 minutes here. Matzela looks for Turner. Cougars trying to run it down. It's picked up by Parker Corbett. Dumps it off to Moody. Moody taking a few hits. Has it knocked away right in front of the net. Shot by Moody. Goal! Tyler Moody collects the rebound. And Moody gets on the scoreboard today with his second career goal. And for the fourth time in 5 games, the Cougars have 6 goals. And a penalty here. And it looks like Will Merritt is going to get called for something.
30 seconds for 7, and 17 is going to hold for him. And it's his 3rd time going early.
So it'll be penalty on Merritt. It will be served by Mason Foy. A 30-second penalty for his 3rd time on the early start on the face-off. So and a goal scored by Methodist. And Billy DeLarme, that's his first goal of the day. Makes it 12-6 here with 1:07 to play. Andrew Leeper will take face-off duties here for the Cougars. Caleb Chester also into the game for Averett. Methodist running out the clock here. They could take it all the way down with the shot clock. Methodist content to run it out just like they did in the first quarter, it seems. And if it holds, will be a 6-goal win for the Monarchs. Mejia has it with 14 seconds to play. Cougars not giving up defensively. And the Monarchs will run out the clock as Cruz flings it up high, and that'll be it. Methodist wins this one 12-6 over Averett. The Cougars fall to 1-9 on the season, 0-4 in USA South play. Methodist improves to 7-5, 2-2 in conference action. So that'll be it for Averett. They will close with 3 USA South Conference matchups coming up. They travel to William Peace on April 7th. That's next Sunday for returning home for Brevard, and then back on the road for Greensboro to end the season. Well, thanks for tuning in for today's game between Averett and Methodist. Be sure to follow us on social media at Averett U Cougars, and be sure to check out AverettCougars.com for all the latest news in Averett University athletics. For everyone here at Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium in the press box, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time here on the Averett Sports Network.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.